Hi, I'm Dave Gordon, founder of StockTradingSupport.com. I'm here to tell you that one of the biggest misconceptions about stock trading is that it takes a university degree and it takes a ton of time. I'm here to tell you anybody can stock trade and you should be doing it. The days of high interest rates are over, and I mean over for a long term. You need to get into equities and you need to manage those equities yourself. If you look at your RRSP, well, before you get into your RRSP, which by the way, 30 to 40% of that money is actually going to the government because it's all taxable, look at the banks in the US and the banks in Canada. The last 2 years have had absolute record profits. Where do you think those profits come from? Well, I'll tell you where they come from. They come from you. They take your money, they invest it in the stock market, they give you 5% back, and they keep the other 15%. Don't believe me? I'm telling you, I'm going to show you. The other thing that we do at Stock Trading Support, we create an awareness just by paying attention. I've made more money sitting in malls, shopping malls, waiting for my wife, just keeping my ears open and watching. Look at Lululemon. I started seeing people going around with, well, I'm a little older, it looked like pajamas to me, tight pajamas, I don't know, workout, I don't know what it was, but hey, I kind of liked it and I wanted to know. I found out who was making it. Lululemon made a ton of money. Fella comes over to my place. I'm a cowboy boot guy, but I look at his shoes and they're the ugliest shoes in my opinion I've ever seen in my life. Made of rubber, holes in them. 2 weeks later, wife and I go on a vacation, Syracuse, New York. I'm in a mall. I'm looking, every second or third person are wearing these rubber shoes with holes in them. Yeah, you guessed it. They're called Crocs. I bought in at $3. I found out who the company was, you know, et cetera, et cetera. Went and bought in at $3, sold at $26 or something like that. You too can do the same thing. Just come on down to StockTradingSupport.com and we'll provide the education that you need. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose. Now, I want to show you a few examples of that. Let's look at Amazon. And keep in mind that even though some of these stocks are very expensive, you only have to buy 50 or 100 of them. It's all about percentage, getting that percent return on investment. Back in March of last year, okay, $500 a share. Could have bought, I don't know, 100 shares, 50 shares, $25,000. Held on to it now in your RRSP, you sell them for $833 a share. Well, what's that off the top of your head? Amazon, it's about a 65-70% return on your money. Now let's go to the next one. Here's another one. Everybody's heard of Amazon. Let's look at Yamana Gold. Beginning of last year, February. If you were a part of my blog, you would have heard that gold was going to have a couple of false starts, but it was going to take off. I published that, and any of my students will tell you, it went down, it went up, it went down, it was a false start, just as I predicted, and gold started up. Well, you could have bought Yamana Gold, a very well-known company, at around $1.50 a share. And then about August of this year, sold it for $6 a share. And gold, let's face it, that's a safe investment. Gold is never going away. It's either up or it's down, up or down, but gold is always a safe haven, especially during uncertainty. Now let's look at another stock that you might know, Bank of Nova Scotia in Canada. Last year, February, trading at $38, now trading at $60. Again, not a bad return on investment, to be exact, 42% on your, could have bought 50 shares, 25 shares, whatever in your RRSP. Could have done it yourself. Now let's take another example. Oh, in Encana. Everybody and their mother, especially in Canada, have heard of the company Encana, oil and natural gas. March of last year, could have bought in at around $3 a share. What's it selling now? Almost $14. That's 359%. The whole world knows about Encana. We all knew that oil was at an absolute bottom. When you're on the bottom, you got no place to go but up. The whole world knew that. Why would you put money into your RRSP, let somebody else manage it, let them take and pay you 5% when you could have got 300% on a no-brainer investment? And keep in mind, you don't have to take all your RRSP money and manage it yourself. You can have it in a self-directed RRSP and only manage 25% of it. You can say to your bank, I want you to manage 150,000. The other 50,000, I'm going to play with it and manage it myself. You get the education that you need, just like the guy with the chainsaw, so you don't accidentally cut your head off. Stock trading is far easier than you think. Let's look, there may be one more that we can look at. Oh, Facebook. Everybody and their mother's on Facebook. Doesn't take a nuclear scientist to figure out. A pretty good place to be when you've got half the world on Facebook and you're starting to increase your advertising on Facebook, which Zuckerberg, if you read the news and paid attention, that's what he's been saying since day one. And what happened back here in February? It was at $90. So you could have bought, I don't know, 50, 100 shares. Now it's selling 130. Let's assume you had a portfolio. You had 45,000, or let's say 90,000. You bought 1,000 shares. You'd be walking out with 132,000. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Less than 1 year. Facebook. It teaches you to pay. And Netflix, another one. I don't know if Netflix is on here or not. Did we have no, we didn't have Netflix. But that's another one that's gone crazy. Come on down to Stock Trading Support. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose. We've got testimonials down there. You can talk to other students, people that we've made money for. We're here to help you. I've been trading for 25 years, and we keep it simple and to the basics, and very basics. And one of the prime focuses of our methodology is don't keep looking for the holy grail of trades. Find 5 stocks that don't compete with one another. Be diversified. Learn those 5 stocks like the back of your hand, and you'll be shocked at how good you'll be at predicting future price action using our methodology, where we teach trend analysis, we teach the various bull and bearish formations, we teach candle charting, and we keep it simple and to the point. Come on down at stocktradingsupport.com. You have everything to gain and nothing to lose. Thanks. I'm Dave Gordon.